Hello everybody and a warm welcome. I'm Simon Leach and welcome back here to the studio. I've been away just for the last sort of week or so, sort of trying to concentrate on doing these pottery toolkits, which I think we've just about got off the ground. I want to actually go back to the wheel and get back into doing some throwing. So as you can see, I've got the wheel here in front of me. I'm just going to switch on a few lights, and where's that switch? Yeah, there we are. As you can see, I've got the mirror there, so we're going to get the view from on top and from the side, and I've got a lump of clay there, and I'm just going to sort of ease myself into something not too strenuous. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get the camera here. Oh, I'm going to get him right there. I hope that is going to give us the angle, the view that we want. So I want to sort of, so you can see enough of the vertical, but also get enough of the sideways there. Somebody said I ought to be wearing an overall that's a darker colour, and that's possibly right. I ought to be, but however, I'm here now, so I can just adjust the boom here a little bit like that. Okay. Oh yeah. I've got some warmer water here, which I'm going to put into my. Don't like throwing with achy cold water. This is. It's a plastic bottle. It's been on the stove, but I don't put it directly on the stove because I've got like some bricks, so it sort of sits on the bricks, and that's been there all day. So there we go. Right. Well, what I fancy doing was I just, you know, sometimes when you get an idea of something to make, it can be a bit random, and so it is in this case. It's a bit random, but I had the idea that I was going to make. Just had a feeling I wanted to make a sort of big. Not too big, because this is only like 1.5 kilos of clay, but let's see how we go anyway. Centre him up. Now I'm working off a Leach kick wheel. Bringing the clay up. Alright, there you are, you can see the sort of cone shape that I've got. And now I'm going to cone that you lift up, take down again. Comme ça. So what I was thinking of was a fairly kind of bulbous jar. Let's check my time. Yeah, okay. So I'm going down. Now when I go down like this, I don't go down just with one hand, with one finger. Spread the load, you know. You've got another hand there, use that as well. Go in the two together. Okay, otherwise you're going to end up with achy wrists. Down to the bottom. And I'm pulling the clay across the base from the centre and outwards. A little bit on the stiff side, this clay, because the clay's been hanging around over there in some packets for a while, and well, in actual fact this is reconstituted clay. It's actually good, nice plastic clay. It's just perhaps a little bit on the stiff side. Never mind. Bringing that clay up. Now you should be getting the sideways view as well as the vertical. All being well. Remember, when you take some water, put it on, and then put your hand like I'm doing there, like spread the water. No point in just putting water on and then thinking it sort of spreads itself automatically. It doesn't. So I'm keeping it fairly in, and I'm going up. That's the way. I like it. Don't let the top get too wide, because this is not going to be a wide open jar. It's going to be one that's sort of coming in slightly. Okay. Okay, let's get it underneath the clay now and give it some lift. Hello. Up she comes. Up she comes. You have to, when you're doing a long lift, a bit of a long lift, you've got to concentrate, you know? Don't get distracted. I can be a bit distracted because I'm maybe a bit more used to doing it, but I've got my sponge on a stick here. I can give myself a quick measurement now, like 5 inches across there. So there we are, it's beginning to take shape. Now let's go more. We've got more down there to bring up, so when you water, take your index finger and the other one, put it there like that, put a sponge like that, see, water goes then down the inside and the outside, and spread it around. Looking for the shape, looking for the belly, looking for that full flowing curve that you hear me always going on about. Now the belly, the widest point of the belly, okay, you can vary that. You can have a lower belly and a more of a slanting coming in, or you can have a belly in the middle, or you can have a high belly. Different. And they all convey a different kind of mood. I think I want to go for a higher shoulder, if I can. Or this one. Now maybe I'll just reduce him even more there. See, curving him in like that, yeah. Curving him in. And then I can pull him out again, you see. I'm really sort of playing around with the shape a bit, you know. I haven't got it too fixed in my mind exactly the shape, but you can pull it here and push it there a little bit, you see. And give it a bit of stick down the bottom there just to clarify the shape, maybe. Just to help you. I use my throwing stick. I'm actually using the mirror there as well, so it serves a double purpose. You get some benefit from it, and so do I. See, just now the central section here of this one, I'm thinking I just want to make it slightly sort of flatter and then going in at the top there and coming in underneath. Sometimes it helps just to just come off the wheel a little bit, stand back and have a squint at it from what I haven't done is I haven't put this onto any kind of bat. I shall probably though trim this one afterwards. Now it's paying a little bit of tension up here to shoulder. You can very easily dip in there, you see. You have to be a bit careful just here. Especially if you don't want him to do that, to dip in. Alright. Okay. Right, well I'm going to leather him. We may just leave him at that just for the moment, but I'll cut him off. Like that. Now I need to, just having a little look at him. Yeah, okay, well, it's the first pod I've made in 2.5 weeks. I'm going to try to see if I can lift him off. Yeah, he's come off. Well, there he is, folks. Okay, well, this is Simon Leach here saying hello up there, keep practicing. Okay, we'll see you around. Bye now.